just just ask for contributors, like tomorrow, right? Like that can happen. Like, let's make this happen. This doesn't have to wait till Q2, Darren. This is literally all you have to do is reach out to the community. You can vet them however you want. There's going to be plenty of people that are willing to do this. Hey, what's going on, guys? Phil here, and we're going to be talking about the 2021 roadmap posted by Piranha Games for Mechwarrior Online. This was initiated last year at the end of the year by Piranha Games. Really, the start of it came from Podcast 204 when Russ and crew sat down and told us, the community, that they were going to be reinitializing development in Mechwarrior Online. So what does that mean, and what details, are going to be into this change? What are they talking about? Obviously, this breaks down. They've been working, or specifically Darren Katz has been working with community members, getting feedback, so forth and so on. And that's pretty much what this starting paragraph says, is they've been working with the community to gather feedback as much as possible. And let's go ahead and dive in. Obviously, there's a few things here. They're going to be working in quarters, so basically quarter 1 through quarter 4. They also note that if it says done, that is scheduled for February patch. So we now can confirm there will be a February patch. We don't know dates just yet, but based on their previous history, it was generally speaking at midway through the month. So let's go dive in here. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and feelings on said subject, and some of them we're going to go just gloss over because I think they're just, of course. Cadet change to tier 5, that's already done. I think that's been great. The cadet bonus, it'll be interesting to see what this actually means. They say done here, so February. Is this, I'm assuming it's just the bonus C-bills from the default is 25 for cadets. I'm wondering if they've doubled that, tripled that. Do they also include anything else, or is it just strictly C-bills? I'd like more details on that. They're updating the trial mechs and loadouts batch 1 regularly with appropriate consultation, and this is March. I'm a little bit disappointed that this isn't in February, but albeit I'm glad that it's coming out in March. I feel like they could just ask individuals in the community. Jay-Z is someone we all know and trust. He's actually, some of the builds that are currently there are old, but they were supplemented by him. Just reach out to the community, Darren. I feel like this is something literally we can keep a live document Google Doc for, and the community would be happy to do that for you as things move forward and changes happen. That's awesome. New player video tutorials, official and community, March. I can confirm I will be doing some new player videos for Piranha Games directly for them. They're going to be hiring me for my skills and creating the videos, so look forward to that. We've got quality of life. We have lower the volume on intro movies, March. This should have been done forever ago. All right, cool. Finally, I get it. It sometimes goes through things. Remove dynamic time of day from changes on the maps. They talked about this in their latest vlog video, and I'm actually sort of happy for it. I think it's a good move altogether. I would also like to point out with this, I'd really like a focus. I don't know if we'll see it on here, but a alteration to night vision and heat vision. I feel like those changes that were made years and years ago really just didn't benefit the game, where they restrict your viewability and of course in dark maps, all you got to do is turn up your gamma and you can see. So it sort of penalizes people that play by the rules and people that just want to get around it. Not saying you're bad if you do. I'm just saying I understand why you do that. Mechs, update bolt-ons, stay attached, done. I guess, again, this is coming out, both of these for February. I really don't care about this. My only concern is for newer players aiming at a bolt-on that they think is the mech and it's not registering. That'd be, again, I don't know why this was a priority at all. It looked like it was a pretty low-hanging fruit, so there we go. Weapons and equipment, weapon change pass 1. This has me intrigued. Obviously, there's been a community led document, and by the gulag, if you will, and that's by a wide range of skilled players, and from top to bottom, a bunch of different personalities. Ash led the sort of podcast basically on this. If they utilize that and the changes that they're suggesting, I think this could be really, really cool. Obviously, we don't know if that's where Darren is going to be getting that information as far as XML edits, but I hope so. This could be huge. This would be the first gameplay change we've seen in almost 3 years. So yes to that, thumbs up. I wish it was coming in February, but I understand February is already here pretty much. So March, okay, good to go. Bug miner fix to light Gauss rifle, the min heat penalty level done. Again, cool little bug fix. Gameplay increase requirement for reconnect to 2 to 4 minutes done. To clarify, for those that don't know, this is actually a bonus thing. Basically, you would get you'd only have 2 minutes to reconnect to the match without acquiring a penalty, and now you don't have to worry about that. And again, sometimes it takes 2 minutes just to open the client, launch the client, log into the client, get into the client, then drop back into the match. So this is a bonus. I'd probably even like to see it even talked about a little bit more, because again, I don't know if people leave the matches like, we'll see. But that's good that it's done. It's coming in February. Examine match scoring AMS. And again, this is more of just, if you're providing a role for your team, you're not really getting rewarded for that role of the iron umbrella, if you will. So good to go. That's March. Let's go and take a moment just to enjoy some finer things in life, like coffee. Who says we can't be civilized? All right, let's go ahead and talk about the features. Remove time of day change in matches. Again, this is performance, which is interesting because this is right here. It looks like they already, this is stated twice, so that's interesting that they have it stated twice. Must be important. The performance, and to be clear, and this is more for Piranha Games, it isn't a performance hit throughout. It's just this noticeable blip. You'll notice it's like a frame skip. It's like a pause, and everybody has it. So again, if you're wondering, it's not like it's like it tanks your performance after that. It's just you'll be in like night vision because it's night, and all of a sudden you just get this little jerk, and it's just for a second. But that second can mean you miss a shot or something like that. So it's just weird. I'm glad time of day changes are going away. I really never liked them anyways. Social, we've got lower CBO recruitment costs for units done. Now, I will note that Darren said this will be significantly reduced. And honestly, I don't know if we even really need it. People are like, well, you're going to have units that are like 400 man. Okay. I mean, it's either that or they're going to be 2 units with 200 man. And again, I just feel like this was preemptively done for not really I don't think it's an issue. Update Mechwarrior 5 Discord and Mechwarrior Online, and that's including MWO, and that is February. So it says February, but it's not done. Obviously, this is to consolidate the two basically games and IPs and communities on Discord, which again, having an official Discord would be really nice, having drops. And of course, if you'd like to join the NGNG Discord, there's a link down below. Super awesome community. Make sure to join us. Regular dev vlogs twice a month. Now it's interesting. I'm going to hold PGI to this twice a month, huh? Let's see how long that lasts. Prove me wrong on that tendency. If things come up, things get pushed back. It'll be interesting to see if that is true, but it'd be awesome if it is. So there is that. By the way, if you guys ever need help, you know where to find me. My rates are good. It's all right. All right, monetization, new player packs, web and Steam in March. Now, this is interesting because these are new bundle deals. I like new player packs. I think the idea is fantastic. I think that the recent changes to some of the bundles we saw with the mech bays and of course the basically it was the resistance mechs reskinned, and then we had some hero mechs that were on sale. By the way, the Scorch is still $16. A month of premium time, 1250 MC, obviously the mech and mech bay and stuff like that. It's $16. I still feel like someone messed up and it was supposed to be $20, but it's $16, just FYI. It's still there, and again, I don't earn anything from that, just FYI. If you didn't know that and you're looking for a great mech, it's a great one. New bundles, deals, February, March. Again, I feel like this is a good thing. Obviously, they're starting to make changes, even though they're small, and I understand that they have to make money too. So as long as they continue that sort of what they've started as far as the deals we've seen in the bundles, I think this is good for the community, and of course, it's good for Piranha Games. The new player packs, again, I feel like the new player experience can be dramatically improved. The new player packs, which is really cool, is I'd like to see what this means. What are you thinking, PGI? Darren, we'd like to know, or are you asking the community what needs to be in the new player packs? All right, so we have events and freebies. To be honest, Matt Newman is on top of events. I've really liked him. I think, me personally, I think I like a challenge. And hopping on and be able to knock these out is actually quite fun. So I like daily, I like weekly, I like monthly, and they've been doing a really good job. And for new players coming in too, to note, there's plenty of MC in some of these giveaways to where if you just save on it, you can sit on it, you can buy those mech bays and just sort of like wait for those sales, if you will. But yeah, I think that's fantastic. And one thing to know, maybe they can do it when you're a cadet. Mech bays are half price off. Maybe it just applies to that account. I don't know if that's possible. It's a good idea. Write that down. More events, dailies, weeklies, and then streamers. This is actually something new. This past Friday, we had the dev hunt / streamer hunt, where when someone killed a streamer that was on that list, they got an item. That item could be any cockpit item. I chose a Warhorn, the Cicada Warhorn. This is actually a really cool thing, and I feel like they could definitely expand the system. Like, they could maybe flip a switch, and if you're playing a certain mech, you get an item from someone. I don't know. I like the dev hunt. I've even proposed to Darren that they should do some type of sponsorship where it's like protect the VIP, and they maybe rotate through some streamers and pay them for their time. Of course, I think that would be really cool. And try to protect the VIP like a live escort mode. So anyways, that would be really cool. I'd like to see that if they're open and willing to do so, and not just me. I'm saying other streamers as well in the community. Monthly missions for free mech in March. Okay, I like this. I like missions. Free mechs are always cool, and I'm looking at you new players. This is where I feel like it's target. Miscellaneous sales, I'm okay with this. I'm actually looking forward to when they update the in-game store. Feel like that all needs updated, but I'm assuming that means UI work, and I don't know if they have the staff yet for that. Hopefully that gets addressed soon. Lucky Charms, loot bags. Who doesn't like free stuff? Okay, good to go. And I'm assuming that's going to be in that time frame. Intel gathering, and this is community feedback for next quarter on items. So this is, I guess, where they're going to be asking the community the map spawn points, map changes proposals. I'm assuming they're going to be working with the community, say, hey, give us the map, give us the current locations of the spawn points and the game mode, and where would you like to see these changes? They're relying on the community, which I'm fine with. Map design, map change proposals, I think that's great too. I guess they would be asking, like, what maps have the most issues and why, and what would you recommend? Weapon balance feedback on pass one. Again, this is really cool too, because they're going to be working with the community. I just feel like this is the right step. This is the right way to go. New mechs variants, and of course that's done. New mech chassis, and that's where a lot of people are asking the whole, would you like to buy a mech pack meme? But a lot of people want it. So let's see if they listen to the community on this, or if they've already chosen it. It doesn't say done, so maybe they're open to hearing things. All right, so now we're going to talk about quarter two, and of course we're talking a ways down the road, right? We're talking May, June, July. Improve existing content plus localization, new player experience, update trial mechs and loadouts, batch 2. Again, work with the community. We can help you with that, Darren. More new player tutorials, official and community. I don't know if I'll be involved with the Q2 ones, but I'll let you guys know. Update Wiki and add Wiki contributors. Man, this has been just do it already. You took all the time and effort to get the Wiki up, and it took forever. Why are we acting so slow on this? Just ask for contributors, like tomorrow, right? Like, that can happen. Like, let's make this happen. This doesn't have to wait till Q2, Darren. This is literally all you have to do is reach out to the community. You can vet them however you want. There's going to be plenty of people that are willing to do this. New player welcome emails. I think this is great. If a new player comes in the game, they should be exposed to these new player tutorials. One of the things I stated on the last video, if you haven't watched, which is the 4 top mechs for new players, is your best resource right now as a new player is streamers. And obviously I'm biased, but even other streamers and stuff, that's your one-stop shop to be able to go to someone live and ask them questions. And I think that's fantastic. And I still feel like that is pertinent to this, albeit if they get exposed to the tutorial videos and then say, hey, just FYI, these people are live, go ask them questions. I think it's a win-win. One-on-one is great. All right, maps, improvement, update maps, key quick play maps, spawn point fixes, past 1, and this is where they were going to work with the community. Getting those, improve, select unbalanced map, change paths, cover, tweak lighting where appropriate, hibernal rift. I'm glad they added this. It's still way too dang bright. All right, pretty simple, new mech variants, release 2, improve mech scale. Now this is interesting right here. Scale for fun and roll versus volumetric. Scale. I could go into detail on this and go on a rant, but I do that enough on stream. So if you haven't joined us, make sure to head over to that twitch.tv/NGNGTV, Monday through Friday, 12 to 6 p.m. I'll have a link in the description below. It's a great time, even on my rants. I promise. Promise. All right. And of course, I think this is really important. It'd be really good conversation with the community. If they're serious about doing it, I feel like the sooner the better because it has huge gameplay and balance implications. Weapons and equipment, weapon pass and equipment pass 2, improved jump jets. Yes, for the love of God, yes. Bring jump jets back to relevancy. It's time. We have host state rewind now. We have weapons and equipment that can challenge the status quo of Peep and Goss, and it'd be interesting to see where things go from here. So yes, yes, and yes. I would have loved to see that actually in Q1, but roger that. At least they have it here. Examine match scoring overall. This is actually something that I think they can work with the community and refine even more. There are plenty of highly intelligent people that can look at the numbers, look at the overall pattern and suggest changes. So I'd like to see more feedback, maybe even a forum thread started. And you can even ask the the community to like, hey, you need to come to a consensus on this. What do we need to improve? That'd be awesome in the grand scheme of things. Keep in mind though, I think a lot of people too in the context of match score overall, the mech, it's a game about mech warfare. And so just sort of keep that in mind. And I sort of say that just because I feel like I hear this over and over sometimes in Twitch chat, which is, why don't I get rewarded for capping? It's like, yeah, you should be rewarded for capping, but there's a thin line to where you just have a bunch of, mechs run around trying to cap instead of fighting, and then you just lose the fight anyway. So just sort of keep that in mind. Features, localization start. I have no idea what that means. So help me out there. What does a localization start mean? Anybody? Actually don't know. So there you go. Social refer a friend program. That's pretty cool. I guess. I mean, to get new players or someone new coming in. Cool. All right. Again, regular dev vlogs. You've mentioned this already, so we're mentioning it again. Just to reiterate, I guess. We'll see if you can hold up to that. Roadmap update. Okay, cool. So this is a live document. That's awesome. Monthly email campaign. Again, very, very cool. How many of you guys actually open emails from Mechwarrior Online? I'll wait. Yeah, that's what I thought. Not many, but it's good initiative anyways. You got to do everything, right? How about social media? How about Facebook? How about Twitter? How about Instagram? Let's dive into social, just use it to promote, like, hey, we're making changes to the game. Come back, try it out, stuff like that. Events and freebies, more. Okay, so we already have this free mech, April, May. Again, we've already miscellaneous sales. So some of these are repeating, and then instead of we had the Lucky Charms. Now we're already down to the Summer Solstice. Okay, so this is just repetitive at this time. Gathering for the next Q3 community design map. This is actually really cool. We heard Darren talk about this, and of course, Me and him talked about it years ago. Would have been really awesome if PGI would have done a design map challenge where you provide maybe a 3D file or a top-down view and all that. I think that's awesome. Discussion armor balance for arm weapon only. This shouldn't be Q3. This shouldn't be Q3. Darren, this is literally a quick XML. Just revert the changes. That's all it is. For those that are don't know, basically Chris changed the armor values of some of these mechs, stalkers included. These aren't the only ones, to remove armor from the arms and put them in the torsos because they're vulnerable. No, no, and no. Just put it back. Put the armor back. The general relies on those. The Jaeger. You can just disarm the Jaeger. If you need to in the meantime to give those mechs survivability, just give them structure. That's all you have to do. When you remove the effectiveness of the arm armor, it just makes them vulnerable. Just put it back. Just revert it. This doesn't need to wait till Q3. This is an XML change. XML change. This is so quick. Let's see if that can change. So maybe someone tweet them. Maybe start up a Reddit thread or something. But this doesn't need to wait to Q3. This is so low-hanging fruit. The gen already struggles. It doesn't need to struggle anymore. All right, let's make that happen. Discussion, new items, metallic patterns. Yes, please. I want my gold mech. I mean, platinum mech. I mean, copper. Copper would actually be pretty cool. Actually, I think this is really cool. I'm all down for metallic. I would also like matte colors. Yes, please. How often? Custom UI colors, voice packs, sound packs, laser. Look, all this is great. And I don't think, I mean, obviously the colors is awesome. I don't know if UI can. The voice packs, we already have them. Sound packs, we already have community made ones, but why not just open that up to the community and say, like, hey, we can't monetize these because, you know, like the sound packs, they can't monetize because we can do our own. That's fine, I think, but why not offer updated sounds? So I'm all for this. It's interesting that they say Mech Lab customization, global patterns, stuff like that. I'm interested to see the other. I feel like this new items idea is sort of split here because we have UI stuff, we have voice pack stuff, sound packs. I think it's great. Sound packs, yes, please. I've been using the Mechwarrior 2 Bitch and Betty one. I think it's fantastic. And I've been using Chunky Guns. I'm going to be checking out Haven Kendrick's sound mod as well. The game needs an update on sounds. I get it. You can't monetize it. But why not just embrace it? You know, we're at that point. And if that's what this is, awesome. Let's start having that conversation with the community and sound people out there, you know. All right, next up, we have Q3, new content, continued improvements, new player experience, update trial mechs. Again, we are rehashing that. I'm glad, though, it's happening every quarter, and I feel like this needs to continue. So again, maybe by this time we've got a community organized doc that's public for viewing, and you've got some editors on there that are continually updating and rotating the trial mechs out. I hope by this time that's established. Let's make it happen. Investigate skilling out trial mechs. Man, how about skill tree in the first place? Let's have that conversation. What does this mean? It basically means right now when you're playing a trial mech, you get no bonuses of the skills, the 91 nodes, if you will. This is obviously really important for newer players. It's also why I feel like skill tree just needs to go away. There's other reasons as well. That definitely needs to be talked about. I don't know about the Q3. Quality of life, added GSP amount to Mech Bay UI near C-Bills MC. Okay, that's cool. New map development, new quick play map. All right, community driven, roger that, Q3. Update maps, spawn point fixes, past 2. So it looks like they're going to be tackling, again, probably which are the worst case scenarios, which are the easiest ones, stuff like that. By the way, a question down below: what would be the worst quick play spawn location, and or does it depend on game mode? Let me know in the description below. Improved select unbalanced maps. It looks like tweaking lighting where appropriate. So this is pretty much rehashing, but it looks like they're doing that every month. So this is continued development. Okay. New Mac Variants Quirks, set of 8s under Performer Pass. Man, these are XMLs. Go ahead and sign. You can get this out way before. And I keep in mind, I'm saying this, it is a living document. So this could be shifted around based on, but this is XMLs, and you could literally ask the community, just like the new player trial mechs, you can ask the community for sets of 8. Sets of 8 are really cool. It allows you basically to give clan omnis in their stock omnipod configurations a bonus, and that bonus could be weapons, it could be agility, it could be survivability as well. It's a really cool thing. I think, again, work with the community, address it. Address mech mobility skill tree. I feel like, again, this ties into more than just skill tree. Just mech mobility needs to actually be on the radar. XML change way earlier. We're doing weapons. This needs to be up there in Q1 as well, in my opinion. So new chassis possible. Okay, cool. Weapon pass, cool. Localization, still don't know what that is. Skill tree improvements. Grind reduction. I think some of these, okay, awesome. Devlogs twice a month. We're back to that. Roadmap update, email. Okay, KK. Monthly streamers. Oh, we're back to trick or treat. We're in October, boys. So there's that. Now, to be fair, the mobility, I feel like that needs to be addressed sooner. We can't wait till Q3 on that. If you're doing weapons, you need to address mobility across the board. Yeah, so that's definitely on at least my radar as being more priority. Intel Gathering, again, basically where they start talking about the future of faction play, future of Solaris. Interesting in that. And then some question marks. Should faction play maps be available in quick play? Make quick play maps viable for Solaris. They're not balanced for quick play, so I would say no, but how do you guys feel about that? Q4, we've got update trial mechs. Again, it continues. Skilled trial mechs, quality of life, UI, heat management values, representation of heat efficiency. I'm wondering if this is going to change. This UI, for those that don't know, is like the heat management number. It doesn't attribute to like skill tree either. There's some weird wonkiness there. Command wheel. I've said this again. When I press E, if it's hovering over a target, I shouldn't have to move my mouse to then say enemy target. It should just, you hit tap E, and if you're over an enemy, it should just say enemy targeted. Makes it so easy. Also, if you're trying to track a target and you hold E, it automatically stops your cursor from following, right? The command wheel stops. So if your target's moving left to right or whatever direction, yeah. So just make that happen. UI performance pass, scaling. Scaling would be nice. A lot of people are way past 1080. I feel this at 2K. The UI gets smaller. It'd be awesome if that could be fixed. All right, new mech variants. Release 2 mech variants of the existing chassis. Possible new mech chassis. Revisiting assets, mech changes for the year. Okay, this is pretty standard. Again, weapon stuff. End of weapon assessment. Cool. I think this is great. Again, working with the community. Why not? Let's keep it going. Possible new features and game modes. New event queue. Interesting. Possibly advance the timeline. I think MWO needs this. Jump to the Jihad and the Dark Ages. I think it would be great. Any game really, really benefits. We saw it with the with the last change, light engines, MRMs, so forth and so on. The game benefits from having new tech. We get new toys to play with, new balance. Balance sometimes gets thrown, a curveball, which is fine. We need that. Solution for faction play, solution for Solaris. Interesting. Matchmaker improvement based on new modes. 8v8 v12v12 modes. That's interesting. I like that. Obviously, the community has discussed this quite a bit. Obviously, with this, I feel like, and this next one, separate solo and group queues. It says could happen sooner if population is high enough. And that's actually what I wanted to bring up. It'd be interesting if, with all these changes happening potentially in 2021, that we get updates sooner and then things get shifted around because of that. So I'm so in favor of this. I think this is so important for the game, but I also understand that population has to be high enough. We have private lobby updates, more options, maps, host, assignment. I think that's awesome. And then, of course, devlog, stuff like that. So year in review. So it says expect a devlog early next week with more details on the upcoming February and March patches. And it says we look forward to your feedback from the Mechwarrior Online team. Overall, this is a pretty lengthy document. We have a lot of repeats, which I'm fine with, and especially when it comes to trial mechs, new players, stuff like that. Get it. You're going to be asking feedback throughout the quarters. I think that's great. I did highlight what I felt like is some items that like mech mobility, like skill tree for new players, or skill tree in general really wasn't talked about there. I feel like that needs to be something at least on the radar. Whether or not it happens this year, that's going to be up to Piranha Games to see whether they can dive into that. But I feel like skill tree is definitely a topic of concern out there. But that's it for the roadmap, Gabs. I just wanted to sort of go over it with you. For those that are unaware, this is a pretty long video, so if you stuck around, just want to say thank you again for watching. If you enjoy this type of video, make sure to click that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Join us on Discord, like I mentioned, and I stream Monday through Friday, 12 to 6 p.m. I'll have all these links down below. Make sure to check that out. And of course, this video is possible because of individuals like you. This is my full-time thing. This is what I do. So if you'd like to be a part of this and you'd like to support me, Patreon is one of the best ways to do it. Out of all the platforms out there, it has the best revenue split for content creators, including Twitch, which is only 50-50 for those that didn't know. So if you have $5 and you want to toss that at my face, I'd only get $2.49 on Twitch if you subscribe. Whereas here at Max, Patreon takes around 15%, and that's it. So again, it's just one of those things where if I don't ask for your support and or help, how would you guys know? And this is a great way of doing it. So consider becoming a patron today. And last but definitely not least is we've updated the complete merch store. I've got a whole host of t-shirts, hoodies of all different colors, shapes and sizes and designs, different prices. We've got some awesome new black 15-ounce coffee mugs as well. So make sure to check these out. Again, the link will be down below. Stickers, slap them on your case, put them on your baby or your cat. It works too. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know again those questions about what is the worst map for quick play spawn locations and or game mode with those maps down below. Also, are you excited for this? Are you one of those that are like, well, I'll believe it when I see it? Or are you optimistic? Are you looking forward to the changes? I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. We'll see you on the next video. Until next time.